Crown Knowledge Radio.
Those with sight can only see the light.
Power and crown and crown and crown. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crown Knowledge Radio. I am Dordana Raffia, and I am glad to once again be coming to you on YouTube. I'm moving over from a different platform. And I just want to say welcome. Welcome, everybody, to Crown Knowledge Radio. Welcome in 2025. Just good vibes for 2025. Anybody catching my show right now live, come over into the chat. Put in good vibes for 2025. Crown Knowledge Radio, and welcome to the Crown Knowledge Radio family. Hopefully, if this is your first time hearing Crown Knowledge and hearing the show, please understand that it is not a brand new show. We're brand new to YouTube, but we've been around for a little while. So just look us up, Crown Knowledge Radio on Spreaker.com, SPREAKER.com. And you can also Google, I believe you should be able to Google some of the shows. We are Crown Knowledge Radio on Facebook, Crown Knowledge Radio on Instagram, and hopefully very soon Crown Knowledge Radio on TikTok. So look out for us in 2025. We will be there. Again, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It is what it is. This is the studio space for right now. So I'm looking forward to bigger and better things in 2025. Just wanted to jump on tonight to speak with you guys for a little bit about, bringing your good vibrations into 2025, and basically really just getting used to the camera. It looks like I might have been sharing my camera with someone. They're probably still on there. So hello, and I hope you enjoy the show. And if you want to know more about that, just Google Crown Knowledge Radio and look up Hidden in Dark Corners. It's not so hidden. But with that being said, I wanted to come on tonight and just for a little while and usher in 2025 good vibrations. Good vibes for 2025, higher vibrations, self-love, self-knowledge, self-understanding. Why? Because I think a perspective from crown knowledge perspective, from a crown chakra perspective is needed in this time. We all see what's going on. You could close your eyes and spin around in a circle, throw a rock, and look at some of the strange and unusual things that are happening right now that we haven't seen before. And also good things that are happening. It's strange. We don't understand it. At this point, we're not really sure if all of it is bad. Can't be all good. Can't be all good. Yeah, we'll leave that for another show. But you can do something about your vibration, and you can do something about your vibration in your inner self, your own universe. We can, a lot of us don't even understand what's happening in the ethers right now. We look it up in the sky, we're looking at the news, we're seeing all that, and nothing's new. I mean, it is what it is on television, on the mainstream news. We see it all. We feel like we've seen it all, we've heard it all, and it's all bad. for most people, not everybody, but for most people, yes, no good news. They're not like every time I turn around, there's something, and we get it. I also want to start the new year off with good vibes for the people who helped me through a very, very dark night of the soul. And they probably kind of sort of know it, but they don't. But I'm going to shout them out anyway. And I'm hoping to reach out to these ladies at some point, sometime real soon, to kind of let them know. Somebody that I did get a personal with, not an up close and personal with, but a personal with is Goddess Neff. Shout out to Goddess Neff. If y'all don't haven't looked up her channel, Goddess Neff, NEPH. Um, did a reading for me, and I just wanted to say, hey, sis, thank you. She kind of uh, gave me that. I was on my path, and then I hit a mountain peak, and she was halfway up herself, and she turned around and gave me a hand up. And she was like, "Yeah, I see it. I see it." Her and oh my goodness, the list is long. Mystic Nine. Um, I have no cut cards. Bella. Those are the top maybe three, four, or five that I listen to, and understand their information and their spirituality and where they're coming from. Mystic Nine. I've been enjoying her channel as well. So this is my way of kind of giving back to those ladies. If you've listened to my channel, and like I said, as far as I know, I don't know them personally. So now listen at your own risk. If you don't like what they're saying, don't blame them or me. You take that up with the God you believe in. It's not them and it's not me. But just, if that resonates with you and that's the kind of information you're into, then hey, it helped me a lot. I think I wasn't the only one that was going through a dark night of the soul, closing out cycles and closing doors that were open that shouldn't have been. It's like, people running in and out of your house, and you go to the back and your back door is open and you wondering why. And you didn't go out the back door and somebody forgot to close it. So close the door, lock it. I would check the house first, then close the door, then lock it. And those doors, those kind of doors don't need to be left open. So if you know, close the door. Close the door on those things. And I'm not trying to spit bars. Shout out to Neff. I'm not trying to spit bars, but close those doors in 2024 right now while you have a chance. And then going into 2025, 2025, I'm calling it 2025 already. 2025, if anybody uses that acronym, I came up with it first. I haven't heard anybody say it yet. But this 2025 vibe, you will feel it right away. So, and you have to be authentic in that. And what do I mean by being authentic in that? I think I ended up here, when I say here, where I am right now in 2024, by doing the best I could to be my most authentic self. And everyone knows, shout out to Demi Divine. And she talks a lot about being authentic and being your authentic self. And your authenticity may look way different from what you grew up in. That's where I was. That's where I'm at. It wasn't a fault of mine, but the people around you have a way of making you feel guilty about being a different person. And somehow it turns into a crime. Like it's like not only is it bad to be different, there's got to be some type of crime or criminal activity behind it. It's just that I'm different. I don't feel like I have the energy to tell a lie and follow it around. I don't have the kind of, does anybody understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. I don't have the kind of time to tell a lie and then follow that lie around to make sure that the lie is still holding up. Like, why not tell the truth? Sometimes the truth is what it is. What is the cliche about the truth is it's a jagged little pill. You have to take it, but it don't go down so easy. If you understand what I'm saying, everybody can't take it. Everybody can't swallow that pill, and I get it. It has gotten me in so much trouble. So much trouble. I can't even speak in and being like, later, like, ah. And it's not that I shouldn't have told the truth. It's just that I shouldn't have told the truth to that person. That person can't handle the truth. How do we know? How do we know who can handle the truth and who can't? How do we know which individuals are living in their authentic self and which ones are not? And again, this all ties in with the kind of energy, the currency that we're feeling in 2024, how people are picking up or picked up these nasty vibrations that we all thought was cool. We see it, and when I say nasty vibrations, if that resonates with you, then you know what I mean. Some people are okay with it. What does that mean? Your nasty vibrations of jealousy or envy, your nasty vibrations of coveting what somebody else has and you want it by any means necessary. The nasty vibrations of lying on people that you, for no reason. Like, I hear people say, you're just lying for the free, for nothing. Like, why would you do that? What for? What? And then you got to follow that lie around. Nasty vibrations. I was gonna stop drinking. I was gonna lose weight this year, but I didn't. So those things that don't put you in a place where you are focusing on you. Let me see if I can say that again. Nasty vibrations are those things that put you in a situation that takes your mind off of yourself. If you are fully focused on something else, you are fully focused on somebody else and what somebody else has and what they're doing, what they're not doing, who they with, who they not with, who they're trying to get with, why they have this person. Somebody's over here doing this and you want to do it, but you can't do it because that person is doing it and you feel like you're going to die if they don't stop doing it so that you can do it and live. That's weird. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Nasty vibrations. So a nasty vibration, I'll give you a couple more. We're gonna get to the good vibes. Nasty vibrations of trying to make someone feel bad about living their truth, whatever your truth is. Now, if your truth is a baby botherer, that's, we're not going to make nobody feel good about that. If you're harming someone, we're not going to make nobody feel good about that. If you're robbing and stealing and killing and stalking and lying on people and all this other stuff, we're not going to make anybody feel good. Yeah, it's not my job to make you feel good about being stupid. It's just not. If you're just doing something and I know you're smarter than that and you're just doing something stupid, that's taking your nasty vibes over into 2024. So, high vibrations for 2025. And what is that going to look like for you in 2025? It's going to look like you focusing on you. Start with the man or the woman in the mirror. In this camera, since somebody commandeered my camera a few minutes ago, if you're looking at yourself in the camera and you see yourself, look at what you're looking at. Like, why are you in this woman's camera? Why? Like, what are you doing in her camera? Like, what? It's weird. I get it. Shout out to Demi Divine. She said they will try to get into what you're doing by any means necessary. Why? If you have exactly what you want and exactly what you need, and you are living your life exactly the way that you want it, then why, number one, why would you even have time to be in somebody else's energy? Why? Let's go the other way. You don't like your life. You don't like yourself. You don't like the people around you. You don't like the money that's in your bank account or lack thereof. You don't like the person you live with. You don't like the person you sleeping with. You don't like the people you work with, etc., etc., etc. You just hate your life. It just sucks to be you. Even if that's your lane, even if that's your lane, it would raise your vibration, if not just that much, to look in the mirror and say, you know what? Let's F them. Forget about them. Let me focus on what I'm looking at in the mirror. Let me focus on this person that I'm looking at right here. What do I owe the person in the mirror? Not what everybody else owes me. And so did this back in 1972, and she owed me. I did so and so did this to me, and now they owe me. I remember back in the day in 1991 when she did this, and I know we used to do this back in the day, and now she thinks she's better than me. No, boo boo, you think I'm better than you. You think that. Those are the thoughts that's swimming around in your head. You know why? Because you watching everything I do. You following me around. You always got my name on your lips. You always got your eyes on my ass. You always got your ear to my door. You think I'm better than you. That's your thoughts. And guess what? You're mad about it. You are mad because you got your mind on something that is not your concern. You got your lips on my name because you think that's going to put something in your pocket. Putting my name in your mouth is not going to put money in your pocket. It's not. Putting your eyes in my camera when I'm doing my show, minding my own business, mind you, I am at home for the moment this is home. That's not doing anything for you. That's not doing anything for you. You think it is. That devil, that demon, or whatever it is that you feel you carry around in the name of jealousy and envy, it makes you think that it is doing something for you, but it's not. You are wasting your time. You have a whole beautiful life in front of you and you can't see it because you at my house or at my door or in my business or in my camera or on my phone. You have a whole big beautiful life of your own, but you can't even see it. So the good vibes are looking in the mirror. Because why? Because that mirror is magical. This even your camera. Cut your camera on your phone and look at yourself and try to figure out what's looking back at you. You might not like what you see looking back at you. Maybe you do. I had a whole person sitting in front of my house the other night with her lights on in her car taking selfies. She was feeling herself. Do you, boo boo? Shout out to the random woman that was sitting in front of my house taking selfies the other night. I had to go out and see exactly what she was taking a picture of because it was just interesting. But she was taking selfies and doing her thing. Hang on, people. I got to put y'all on mute for 1 minute. Let me put y'all on mute. My brother just walked in the room. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, Coach Stevie, he crying. I know he crying.
Okay. Okay. So in 2025, you want good vibes. You want good vibes. I'm sorry, that was my brother. In 2025, you want good vibes. You want good vibes. You want a good feeling. You want to bring that goodness into your life. This is where things change, people. And if you haven't seen it, you haven't been watching videos. You haven't been watching TikToks. You haven't been watching the mainstream news. You haven't been listening to the Senate say what's going on with those UAPs and drones and so on and so forth. Whatever it is that's going on out there, I'm not claiming to be an expert on it, but you haven't seen what is actually happening right now. Hidden in dark corners has become something that I can't explain right now. All I know is that it became a part of my life. I didn't ask for it. I don't know. Maybe the Most High God did for a reason, but I didn't ask for it. But now it's everywhere. It's individuals that are coming from everywhere saying that this is happening to them. Something is happening to them by way of being targeted. And again, that's going to be a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. This particular jump on right now was to bring your good vibrations into 2025. It's not about coming on and saying, "Oh, you know what? She got a fat neck." Honey, don't come on and tell me I got a fat neck. I already know that. We don't. I don't need anybody to confirm that. It's being confirmed. We can see. Oh, she need to do something with. She need to put some makeup on. That's not why I'm here. And if you come over and that's what you're coming over for, this is not the show for you. If you're coming over for the fashionista and I don't know, yeah, I'll change it up, I'll switch it up. That's not my main concern right now. My main concern is authenticity, being your authentic self, giving you somewhat of reality, originality in this 3D that we live in right now. What's really happening? What's really going on? What else do I care about? I don't care about anybody, trying to prove this or prove that. That's not what I want to hear what you think. I want to hear what your original thought is about this place we live called Earth and this flesh that we live in and this three-dimensional vibration called life, or what we think is life. I think that it's your test to get to everlasting life. That's what I think. There's a whole other story behind that. Again, look up Crown Knowledge Radio. I have several shows way back, going way back to 2011, I'm sure, probably 2010, but for sure 2011. And you will hear myself and the guy Rashad and our thoughts on what we think about this reality that we live in. Now, have we changed our mind on some things? Absolutely. 'Cause, I mean, if we didn't, we wouldn't be growing. So we have to change our mind about some things because it's like, oh, well, we thought it was this. And then it's things that we heard that came along. We heard it around 2000, 2001, maybe 2002, but it was said back in 88 or 89 or 90 by some ascended masters who have passed on since then. And you'll hear us talk about those in the shows as well. I'm looking forward to getting my numbers up. Like, share, subscribe if you want to for this show. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the whole social media thing, but liking, sharing, and subscribing is subscribing definitely, but liking and sharing, I think that'll come based on how the information in this show resonates with you. But if you're, a debate on what's being said in this show, this is not the show for you. If you're looking for fashion advice, clearly I am not the one to ask. I'm saying God gave me what He gave me, and I'm working with it. But if that's what you're coming over here for, it's not the show for you. But what I do want to do is be the ear to someone like me who didn't have an ear. I want to be the empathy. And I am an empath, if anybody's wondering at this point. The only people that are not, they're going to be just completely thrown off by this is probably my family or anybody that says they call themselves my family. I've been an empath. I've known that ever since I was 15 years old. The rest of the stuff that's coming in that, the Most High, being obedient to the Most High God, is new for me. But I want it to be new for you too. I want it to be new for those people who have been in this energy of Earth and says, you know what, Donna, I've had enough. It's got to be something else. It's got to be something more. It's got to be something. I've always felt somewhere in my life there was something. It's not always about drugs, and I done been to jail, and I done been out on the streets, and I done got caught up in this, and I've been abused, and I've had this happen with a significant other, and I've had, I've been violated domestically, and this has happened to my children, and this has happened, and I've been through this, and it just seems like every time I turn around, it's something. This might be the show for you. And not only is, I'm going to be completely honest, not only is it for you, it's for me. And I look at I listen to those women who have gone through that dark night, that dark circle, that dark night of the soul, and closing out those karmic cycles and saying, man, you know what, family, collective, let me tell you what happened to me. I've heard Bella's story. I've heard Mystic Nine's story. I've heard Demi's story. And Neff, yeah, I've heard her story. She keeps her story, she keeps herself wide open. And I knew then that was my circle. People are trying to find dirt on me. All you gotta do is listen to my show. I tell it all. All the dirt, the grind. I'm not gonna say crime because I ain't never committed a crime that I know of. I've never committed a crime in my life outside of a speeding ticket. You're gonna have some problems finding some dirt on me. Anything that I've ever done in my life, I've told it in my show. So if you're looking for some dirt, I'm gonna tell you exactly where to find it. Go to KROWN Knowledge Radio. That's Crown with a K. Crown Knowledge Radio. formerly on Blog Talk Now on Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com. And right now, I'm sitting here live with you guys on YouTube, Crown Knowledge Radio. I am Dordana. I just want to say thank you, you guys. I look forward to seeing a brand new family of individuals that just, you tired. I am tired. I'm not saying, faking the funk, like, you wear fake hair. Y'all all know that this is not my real gray hair. Come on now. I'm not talking about eyelashes. I wish I could wear lashes. I would wear them. I could wear them for 5 minutes and then I have to take them off. I wish I could do makeup. My skin, I mean, I'm working on all this. I can't. I can't wear a face full of makeup. I wish I could. I could do a little bit for a short period of time and then I got to wash it off. It's irritating. That's me. But I see women that do it, and hopefully I can find something that works for me. But again, if that's what you're coming over here for, this is not the show for you. I'm just going to let you know right now. This is not. Yeah, you just do myself a favor and yourself a favor and just don't do it. But in the meantime, I want to reach out to those individuals who are going into this new year thinking that you are alone. You are not. Sweetheart, bruh, sis, cuz, you are not alone. You are not alone, but far from it. I promise you. I don't know why my relatives had to go when they went, but I know what they're doing now because they let me know every day. My mother, my nephew, my niece, my sister, they let me know every day what they're doing, and I see it. I can't explain it until you run into somebody. My family's not going to believe me unless they have somebody else outside the family tell them, and then they'll come back and say, "Wow, you know what you said, you were right." That's just y'all know, y'all got family members like that. They don't believe nothing you say until they hear somebody else say the exact same thing you just said, and then they believe you. It's weird, but it's okay. It's my family. I love them. I don't have to deal with them, but I love them. And that's just who they are. So that's where we are in this energy. Accept those things that you don't have anything to do with. They have nothing to do with you, especially if you minding your own business. If you are minding your own business, what somebody else feels that you're doing to hurt them and you don't know anything about it, that ain't your lane. Unless they come to you and say, "Hey, this is what you did to me, and I didn't like it." And see, that's the thing that's gotten me thrown under the bus time and time again because I'll do it. Look, I heard what you said. If you can't say it to my face, don't say it. Right. Keep my name. I'm do Will Smith. Keep my name out your mouth. Just apparently you're not going to come to me directly and tell me something you said because number one is probably a lie. And even if you think it's true, number two, you can't prove it. Bring me a receipt. And I say that about anybody in my family. You can't just walk up to me and tell me one of my family members did something and you don't have no receipts. Now, they might not feel that way about me, but that's the way I feel about them. You're not just going to walk up to me and tell me, "Oh, your sister or your nephew or your brother so-and-so or your uncle or your aunt or your cousin, such and such, so-and-so, and even your play cousin." You can't tell me nothing about anybody in my family without a receipt. Okay, who are you? Okay, how do you know that? When did you see them? Who said they did? Do you have a picture? Because everybody got a phone nowadays. I probably got some pictures somewhere doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing. Show me. Show me the picture. Show me the video. Show me the picture. Show me the receipt. Where is, I'm like Walmart. Well, no, Walmart to take anything back now. Let's say, I would say Macy's, but I'm dating myself. Macy's is closed, I believe. I'm like a Nordstrom or a Neiman Marcus. Yeah, we're not going to take that back unless we see your receipt. And even if we see your receipt, we might still not believe that you actually bought it. You can't just walk up to me and piss in my face and say, "Did you see that sprinkler go off?" Yeah, we're not going to do that. That's what we're not getting ready to do. So I don't care how much I to hee ha ha, and I laugh and I joke and I like to have fun. I don't know why I'm smiling because I got a mouthful of braces, people, family, and I can't wait to get these bitches out of my mouth. Um, but just have fun with me. Have fun with me. Watch me transform. Watch me try to wear eyelashes. That in itself will be hilarious. Watch me try. But we do want to be have fun and be in a place where we can always keep our vibration up. It's important. You'll hear me say it in other shows. Again, Crown Knowledge Radio on Facebook, Crown Knowledge Radio on Instagram. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, people. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, but I hope to be on TikTok soon. Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com. That's where all of my former blog talk stuff is now sitting. Hopefully safe and sound. And we will be back. We will be back again in the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Good vibes. And remember all the time, from day one, 2011, Crown Knowledge Radio has always been about love. It's always going to be about love. That's not going to change. Unless my fans outside find a way to kick me off of this platform. And YouTube just loves me and accepts me. I will be here and I will be over there and hopefully a couple of platforms that I've probably never seen before. But I feel like this is still a labor of love for me. But the most important thing is that I'm being obedient to the Most High God Creator. That's all that matters. Thank you. Happy New Year. High vibes in 2025. Don't nobody take my saying. I said 2020 vibe. That's mine. So let's get it, people. Let's be high vibing. High vibes in 2025. I want to see everybody get it. I want to see everybody happy. I want to see everybody prospering, abundant, happy, joyous, and getting exactly what God feels you deserve in 2025. Because that's the way it's gonna be. Peace.